Hi there. Today I'm going to talk about how to start a corporation in Texas. It's a pretty straightforward procedure, and this main page for corporations is just sort of meant to be an overview of the general filing process. We've got a different tutorial, or a more in-depth tutorial for both domestic and foreign corporate registration. At any rate, let's just get right to it here. So how does one file? So the first thing we always suggest before you register with the Secretary of State is a business entity search, or a name availability search. This is just to make sure that the name that you're planning on using for your corporation hasn't already been filed by another entity. If that's the case, you're going to have to choose a different name or use an assumed name as a foreign corporation. You may also reserve your entity name for 120 days, and it costs $40. So providing that you have your name chosen and you're pretty confident that you won't get rejected because it's indistinguishable from another one, you can go ahead and access either the online portal or download the filing form in a PDF format. Now, if you're going to go the online route, you're going to need to create an online account. We have a tutorial for that as well. In fact, I would suggest that if you do plan on learning a little bit more before you file, do click on either a domestic corporation or a foreign corporation tutorials, and we'll just go there now and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It goes into much more detail in regards to exactly how you can go about filing. So, for example, say for a professional profit corporation, if you're filing online. Man, my computer is really slow right now. I apologize for that. But we've gone over each step in detail, and we've described the login process, how to create an account, all that sort of stuff. But at any rate, regardless of whether you're doing it online or through a PDF, you need to complete your forms. And then once they're completed, you can pay the filing fee and send it to the Secretary of State. Now, if you're doing this online, there's going to be a submit filing link on the top left-hand side. You'll see sort of an image of what the PDF would look like. You can peruse it and make sure that all the information on it is correct. If it is, then you click submit filing. And the strange thing about the Secretary of State website, or at least the online portal, is as you log into your account, there's going to be places to put your payment information and contact information for your filing fees, as opposed to other websites where you click, say, submit filing, and then you go to a separate payment page. Clicking this button both pays the filing fee and automatically submits the forms to the Secretary of State. Now, if you're doing it by PDF, all you need to do is print off the finished form and sign it. Then you're going to make a duplicate copy. After that, you can attach a check, a money order, or this document, which is sort of a credit card voucher, to your form, and you can either deliver it by hand to the James Earl Rudder office building, you can send it through the mail to this address here, or you can fax it to 512-463-5709. And that's essentially the general filing process. Now, after you're done filing, it's always a good idea, or even beforehand actually, to create a corporate bylaw. This is a binding agreement amongst the managing members of your corporation, so say directors, any company officials, shareholders, and it'll hold them to a certain set of rules, regulations, and also dictate their rights and responsibilities, and sort of describe their role a little bit more. All logistical and financial affairs will also be relayed in this document. And as there's not a lot of information on file with the Secretary of State in regards to what you put in your filing forms, this is often the only legal proof of the manner in which the internal affairs of your corporation will be managed. At any rate, if that didn't make too much sense, what you can do is you can click on this link here, and you're going to get access to a free template in both Adobe PDF and Microsoft Word formatting. And our in-house lawyer has done a good job of drafting this, so it's pretty much applicable for any corporation across the United States. And this will just help you draft it quicker, of course. This is, of course, also only for domestic corporations. I assume if you're a foreign corporation, you probably already have a similar document. on file. But at any rate, again, only domestic corporations, but they should also apply for an employer identification number. This is used by the IRS to keep track of all legitimate tax withholding entities in the United States. So without one, you're not going to be able to open bank accounts or request financing or hire employees. It's a very important number to obtain after you've formed your business, or at least registered it with the Secretary of State. And you can do so online. You can also download the PDF and send it through the mail. We've went over each application process in our tutorial linked here. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. I hope that was helpful, guys, and it's not too confusing for you. Best of luck.